Everyone. Welcome back. In today's class, we're going to be discussing a topic of wonders of the bird. So, we were speaking in the prior class, discussed about how a mother's womb, has the embryo, and just like a chick inside its egg, Hashem sustains it with absolutely no efforts. And the efforts of everything is done on its own. The baby, while inside the egg, or in the embryo, is not having to do any work. Everything is just happening on its own. So in the Chovat HaLevavot, we talk about how the same thing happens when a bird is flying up in the air. Its natural environment is just to be flying in the air. During that period of time, there's no food. It's just in the air doing its thing. And it's written that Shlomo HaMelech says in the Pasuk, Lech el nemala atzel re'eh derachea v'chacham. Go to the ant, you sluggard, see its ways and grow wise. What do we mean by this? The book talks about how amazing it is when you look at, for example, vultures. They have this amazing smell where from miles away they can smell a dead animal, and they'll spot it, find it, and within half an hour completely devour it. What's interesting is that you wonder, how can it do this when you have this animal that is, the dead animal is hard as leather. How does it just go and just eat it and do this in half an hour? God created the animal, the bird, with a special beak that allows it to puncture the leather and devour its entire carcass that way. And if it wasn't for these vultures, we would essentially not have this sanitary system where basically all the, you would have all these dead carcasses, the animals that didn't make it or whatever it is, all over the world. And it would cause infection, there'd be disease. Just imagine if there wasn't this cleanup. It's like a recycling system that's created by nature by having these animals do their job. It's unbelievable. The same thing is when I love going fishing, and when I go fishing, I see, I'll see birds circling around in the sky, and they're just looking, and they'll notice, and they'll just boom, shoot down like an arrow, and grab a fish from the water. It's amazing because they have to predict exactly where the fish is going to be and where it's heading to in order to come in and snap it, target it, and eat. So, it's funny that Wayne Gretzky, as a Canadian, we play hockey, yeah, so we know everything about hockey, but the book mentions this concept of how Wayne Gretzky himself, an amazing hockey player, went ahead, and the secret to his success was always that he knew where the puck was going. He knew where to target in order to come in and make a play. Then there's the flamingo, for example. The flamingo has a amazing pink color, a long beak, is very long, narrow feet. And if it had broad feet in the water, it would be noticed and it would scare away all the fish. Instead, it's got these long legs that look like plants, okay, and that are just in the floor. And so for a fish, it looks like it's not just the stalk of a plant. Instead, and naturally, then the fish just will swim around it, and then the flamingo could, same thing, dive its head into the water and catch the fish. His legs essentially become his hunting equipment. It's unbelievable. So sometimes we need to look at nature, look around us, and tell ourselves, wow, these are just amazing miracles. Everything around us is being taken care of. In the same way that Hashem is taking care of these birds and giving them their abilities, giving them all their tools, their hunting equipment, the same way we need to say to ourselves, God is going to here take care of me. And sometimes it's a lot more of a simpler fashion. So be positive, be strong. Today, an old friend, has about 12 kids, and he was telling me he was sending me a video about how his daughter almost didn't make it, one of his daughters, and with a lot of prayers, he went to Morocco, he went to go see the tzaddikim, went to go see the rabbanim, and with a lot of prayers, just a miracle happened and she's fully recovered. This is the power of prayers. This is the power of Imunah. Continue having faith and everything will go amazing. B'ezrat Hashem. Thank you very much. Have yourself